A lot of time you can get caught up in all the tricks, the cameras, the gadgets, and even brainstorming, storyboarding, and lighting your video. But in the end, especially with narrative filmmaking, you still have a story to tell. No matter what shortcuts you take, you cannot skimp on the story. My name is Mandel Lum, and you're watching Behind the Scenes, a weekly internet series that brings you backstage to show you how I make my films. When I was in grade school, I spent one summer vacation watching and rewatching the entire Star Wars original trilogy because my mom bought me an issue of Disney Adventure magazine that had the Star Wars trivia, which included movie mistakes. That summer, I found every mistake I could in all three of those movies. Did you know that Luke actually yells Carrie, as in Carrie Fischer, instead of Princess Leia when he returns to the Rebel base after destroying the Death Star? Did you ever notice that? Or the dozens of other flubs and goofs in Star Wars A New Hope? Things like this got me thinking about movie magic, even when I was a kid. Above all, the story of a film is the most important thing because when the story is engaging and the audience is following along, it doesn't matter that the editing is imperfect or if there are continuity errors, nobody will recall a mistake had ever been made. The audience is always satisfied with a great story. My story development process is actually pretty simple, but to do it well takes practice. First, brainstorming is integral to creating anything, but it's easy to lose yourself in the process. I like to set myself a timer for 30 minutes and see what I have done by the end of it. I feel like my first impressions are typically spot on and are most valuable. Also, you got to come up with a theme, the message, the audience, and the style of your video. Next comes a treatment, a half-page to a page-long synopsis of your video that is a list of action statements that happened during the video. No spoken lines, no descriptive statements, just action verbs that tell the plot of your story. Try creating an elevator pitch, a 30-second description of your story, its characters, and the general plot. You leave out the ending because you want your pitch to be short, sweet, and totally intriguing. The elevator pitch is also a great tool for asking for funding, but if you don't need to fundraise, it still makes telling people about your film a whole lot simpler. Now that you have your pitch, get some feedback on your story, bounce your ideas off your peers, and see if there are any points of confusion and if the story is clear. When you've completed your story development, you'll notice that your ideas are clearer than before. And writing the screenplay is a lot easier than just starting from scratch. So that's all. Brainstorm for 30 minutes, make a treatment, make an elevator pitch, get some feedback, and start writing your script. Hey, thanks for watching Behind the Scenes. You can subscribe to us right over here. And if you got any questions you'd like me to answer, put them in the comments below and I'll answer them in a video. Check back in tomorrow as this is our series premiere week and we're going to release one show per day from April 30th to May 4th. I will see you tomorrow.